somewhere in motherland Africa, in the southwestern geopolitical zone of Africa's most populous nation, Nigeria, right in the heart of the third most famous city in Ogun State, sits a laudable venture renowned for its academic excellence, morals, and discipline. It is no doubt a citadel of knowledge, strategically positioned and committed to building a total child.
You're welcome to the Ambassadors School, Adó-Delta local government in Ogun State, where God helps us to produce and make the total child. Total child that will become the Renaissance great man and woman of the future that will take Nigeria to the promised land.
Good morning, class.
The Ambassadors Schools, established in the year 1998, is a Christian co-educational school that is driven by a God-ordained auction to manifest greatly in the younger generation.
We are poised with providing a positive environment of learning for these children. We don't just teach, but we carefully craft them to become a pathfinder, an inventor, and a solution provider for the society.
The school's value is embedded in its vision, which is to foster the academic, the spiritual, moral, and emotional development of every child. You know, in the Ambassadors College, we believe that the ages the children are with us as the major formative years of their lives. Hence, we work very hard to ensure that every child in our care grow with the right values that helps to form the bedrock of a beautiful future.
By the grace of God, we've been noted as one of the top schools in Nigeria by the Federal Ministry of Education. This we know is due to our zeal in harnessing the depth of talent embedded in our young adults here at the Ambassadors College in Ota. We thank God for this and many more.
If you are considering all the parameters to judge them, they are one of the best.
There is no competition that they will go for that they will not meet up. It is either they come first or second, but in most cases, they always come first.
Ladies and gentlemen, both from Ambassadors College, Ota, a round of applause to our 2016 Cowboypedia champions.
With the laurels and the medals they've won, I see my children also being part of this, because every parent wants his child to be the best.
I never regretted bringing my children because they are doing well where they are now.
Here is an insight into how we started operation.
Well, as a pharmacist, the dream was to have a small factory, and my wife already was in the business of pharmacy, and of course we are married counselors, and it was in one of those occasions that we went for marriage counseling that God revealed to us through the fellow who spoke before us that it was good for men and women to make sure they got their vision for what they want to do from God, and that they should ask God from the beginning. That was a challenge. I have to ask my wife, did we do that at the beginning? And my wife said, if we didn't do it, God has supported this business. And I said, no. But the man also said that if you are not asking God, you might think you are getting on. Maybe you are only doing a small fraction of what you could have got. And that led us to wait upon the Lord. So we wait upon the Lord, and at the end of the day, what we felt the Lord told us was that we shall be fishers of men. And so, once again, that we went, to a place to minister. During the afternoon, we couldn't go to the hotel. We stayed in the pastor's office, and after counseling, waiting for evening service, we took a nap. I fell into a trance. I saw it's like we were in a fair. But in this fair, instead of materials and equipment to be there, it's only children in all the cubicles. And the people were teaching them the same thing with different methods. And as we were in that position, looking around the cubicles, somebody came and knocked the door. And as soon as the fellow knocked the door, I just heard a voice, go and do so likewise. So I was excited. But for my wife who didn't hear all this, it was a different thing. She said, I know you have been thinking of something. of late. So don't think I'm going with you to school. If you are going to school, it's you alone. And I couldn't understand. I felt she should understand me, but then I knew that God spoke to me. So I woke up from the dream. So as I was going to bathroom, and my wife just called me, Danny, come home. I said, what's that? She said, I think we have to talk about this school. Yeah, I said, what about this school? She said, the Lord spoke to her 3 times. And then I said, wow. And that's how my wife caught the vision. And within 2-3 days, she enrolled herself for Montessori method of learning.
When we got the vision to start a school, we shared it with our children and they all embraced it. And not only that they embraced it, they took active part at making sure that the logo of the school was created by our first child. The name of the school itself, the second child brought it up from 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 20. So they were reading, we are now the ambassadors for Christ. Then the guy just preached and said, hey, you can say, yeah, the ambassadors. Let's call it the ambassadors. The third one also was the one that designed the uniform for the school, and we are still using everything today.
The Ambassadors School is renowned for consistently delivering quality education and a high moral standard.
Sometimes I look back at where we started and where we are now, and I can only wonder how God took us through this journey. You know, it's been God all the way. How can you explain the various expanses, starting from a school with just about 20-something pupils to a school with over 1,500 students, the growth in the facilities, the numerous awards we've won over the years, you know, talking about the competitions, talking about WAEC, SAT, various students that we have that have traveled abroad and are in various universities. Some are already working there. It's just with God, and to Him we give Him all the glory.
Some of the standards that we really put in place: good environment must be well sought after. Number 2, great teachers must be in place who are going to teach people who are going to be great inventors tomorrow. And then we invented heavily good buildings, well aerated, air-conditioned classrooms and library, laboratories and hostels. All these things put in place. And by the time we got some of those things ready, our students were coming when, we now decided what would be our identity. And we decided that we want to be known for mathematics and science.
We have numerous well-equipped laboratories which we use to enhance the learning of our students through practical insights to reinforce their theoretical knowledge. We also have a well-equipped library which is also furnished with an e-library section which our students use for researches, even our staff, to make sure they are up to date and current with the knowledges of today. We also have standard well-equipped ICT and STEM labs because we believe that each of our students should be equipped with the vital skills of coding and robotics, because the world we live in today is becoming highly digitalized. We also encourage students to venture into music and sports, and we partner with bodies that we can to enable them to harness the depth of talents that are embedded in them.
The ambassador schools don't only focus on a single individual, but the management tries to carry every ambassador along. I remember back in my grade 7 days where I was a bit above average, but with the encouragement from my teachers and the principal, I can proudly say I'm one of the best among my peers. And I also successfully attained the post as the academic prefect.
When I became the health prefect, honestly, I heard a lot of stories about the previous health prefect, how she was the most active prefect, and I have a lot to live up to. So everybody here always is challenged to be more responsible.
Being a member of this Grace Citadel of Learning has improved me on all sides. It has improved me academically, spiritually, morally, physically, as well as emotionally. I consider the Ambassadors College is one of the best places to be.
Some of my colleagues also know me as a student doctor, and why is that? Because of the amazing health facilities and health programs the Ambassador College offers its students.
I know one thing about the school is that everything we do is based on the foundation that God has laid for us. I know that whenever we put in effort, God has always been able to count our efforts to good success. That's why our name has become such an amazing thing. And here in the Ambassadors College, we teach students more than academics. We teach them moral standards and leadership skills.
Here at the Ambassadors Day School, we believe reading makes us leaders. It helps you travel without moving your legs. A person who does not read is held by the shackles of ignorance. So we endeavor to read. Have you ever wondered what the cure for ignorance is? The cure for insanity, the cure for mediocrity. It's education. The Ambassadors Day School is home of power, knowledge, and excellence, where God helps build a total child. Here, we are given the holy grail of excellence. We are nurtured and built to be relevant not only to ourselves, but to the society as a whole. I am indeed proud to be a total child. Welcome to the Ambassadors Day School.
You have to go to your class, get set for one period. I'll manage myself there.
In the beginning, we didn't want a teacher to teach two subjects because there's no way they can teach it effectively. Yeah, to really make a total child, we employ professionals. Not only professionals, they are very, very specialized in various areas. And it's not that we just pick them. We conduct interview, written, micro teaching, and oral. Teachers are also motivated with training, travel abroad, and all the rest.
Now, one of the things we don't joke with in the Ambassador School is periodic staff training, both internal and external training for all our staff, for non-teaching and teaching staff.
Another thing that has helped us to sustain the quality of everything we do in the Ambassadors College is the presence of our own chairman and the proprietor of the school. That's in the person of Mr. and Mrs. Samson Victoria Oshewa. You know, they are the ones God gave the vision of the school, and they are 100% available to ensure that the vision is run according to how God gave it to them. So their presence around, their availability in the school has ensured that every personnel, everybody who is involved in the system do what they are supposed to do, and that has really helped sustain the system over the last 19 years.
And then the population, we also look at it, the ratio of the teachers to the pupils. We in the range of 1 to 10, so as to be able to be very, very effective.
Our exams are set centrally. It is the same exam, the same test. In fact, people who teach particular classes are not allowed to set, so you don't even get to see your questions as a teacher. Everybody does what you know how to do best. So students and teachers are on their toes because they know, of course, that mediocrity is not tolerated at the Ambassadors School. I can assure you, at the day school, we are doing very well. The students are competing favorably with their counterparts in the boarding schools.
Proper nutrition fuels the body and enables it to work efficiently. We recognize this as a school, hence we pay paramount attention to ensure that the food that children take are sumptuous, well balanced, and they enable them to perform all their tasks efficiently well.
For a child to really cooperate, you have to be ready. So because of that, the school has partnered to a professional, Albright Clinic.
The Ambassadors College has a functioning clinic that is on 24/7. We have nurses, both male and female, who are posted at different hostels, ready to cater for any cares you may have anytime.
Anything that happens to the child, the idea.
Upon resumption, most students, we take their vitals, that's their temperature, we take their weight. We also ask about their allergy, their food allergy, drugs allergy. We ask them where they spend their last holidays. We ask for their blood group, their genotype. During critical moments, we actually evaluate if it's something we can manage in the school premises. And if we can, we actually refer them to an hospital close by.
We believe that a hostel should be a home away from home, so we do not stop at any lengths to provide this for our students. We ensure that our hostel facilities are top-notch so that our students can have a suitable learning environment to rest and to enjoy themselves even while they stay in the school.
Ambassador School Hostel, it is well equipped with all necessary facilities that make for comfort of our students both within and outside the hostel premises. We have well-trained hostel personnel that provide local parenting for our students and also keep a watch on them. We have well-equipped laundry
services, and our students enjoy the service of laundry that is usually done for them by employed staff.
We know that our number one security is God.
But with that, we still have all our own strategy in place.
God is well told about the situation around, and He has been helping us. And apart from this, we have our own internal security. We also have the vigilantes, and we also put in place a unit of police, SPU, special protection unit that help us. Apart from this, also we have CCTV all around.
Our community, they are one of our security.
With our God Almighty in place, we are well secured in Jesus' name.
We have series of protocol for parents and visitors. We just don't give visitors access to the students. For visitors, there is a limit to where they can get to in the school. For parents, apart from visiting days, the only place that the parents can see their kids or their word or their pupil is at the general office. We have a very strict policy about visitation in our school. So we don't joke with issue of security in the ambassador school.
In a bid to achieve our vision of building a total child, we take into consideration the three major areas of education, which are affective, psychomotor, and cognitive domains, by systematically incorporating social activities as well as morals into our school curriculum.
One of the definitions of physical education is creation of fine mind in a fine body. So we all know that our students are the ambassadors, they are of fine mind already. So creating the fine body involves a lot of physical activities. And here at the ambassador school, we give a lot of concentration to physical activities. And that is why we have 80 periods of physical exercise every week. And also we have 2.5 hours of physical exercise for each class, ranging from our world-class facilities that we put in place here on every game that are available. So we have soccer, we have basketball, we have athletics, table tennis, and board games. We give concentration to each of these with professional coaches coming from our recognized institutions to take these children with the basic skills in these games. And also we do register them for competitions where they can showcase their skills and they can go higher in their preferred choice of sporting activities. So not only for this school, but to represent the country and any region where they may find themselves later in their life.
Of moral standards and zeal for excellence at the Ambassador's School. Our school is unabashedly Christian, and so we do not make light the Christian injunction that a child left to himself brings shame to the mother. So we have gone ahead to invest heavily in a Ready for Life curriculum with trained child therapists whose duty is just to inculcate morals into the children and teach them leadership skills.
We have a system that challenges our students to read and study well for their exams. We test them on 2-week basis to ensure that they prepare and get ready ahead of time for examination.
Total Child program encompasses many activities, which include sporting activities, computer programming, coding and robotics, painting and drawing, home management, cinematography, playing of musical instruments, drama, theater arts, etc. The reason for this is not just for a student to actually bag certificates or whatever certificates, but also for the student to also be built physically, emotionally, and morally, so that after leaving the school, we know we have actually achieved what we promised our parents, that is building a total child.
I felt this school only focused on mathematics, science, and English. After a while in this school, I was able to adapt with the environment. I was able to socialize with other people. My second term in this school was quite fantastic. I also figured out that this school was also taking sports seriously. This also happened during the introduction of the inter-house sports. I love to play football, and I feel I'm very good at it. By the time the football started, I felt I was in my element. I felt that I was in my zone. I felt I was the best I could ever be. I was able to win the football inter-house sports. I won 4-0 in the finals and I was able to score 3 goals. The whole tournament I scored 10 goals and I received the man of the match of the tournament. We were given a sum of 150,000 naira. I felt happy that day. I was really pleased with myself.
Coming into the Ambassadors College as an 11-year-old boy, I was unsure whether this was the right place for me to maximize my potential. Upon resumption of grade 9, I truly found out that I was safe here when a program called TCP started, standing for Total Child Program. There are many activities that they do here. Personally, I do football and basketball as my Total Child Program. I'm into sports. I'm speaking here as the proud sports prep of the Ambassadors Junior College. Here at the Ambassadors College, looking up, I don't really think the sky is our limit. The sky is just a stepping stone here.
When I came to Ambassadors, they gave me this podium to just be you, just be free. You know, you can speak, you can write, you can do anything you want to do. You just have the mentality that, oh yes, I can do it. I like reading, I like writing a lot. And Ambassadors has made me understand the fact that, okay, just because math is not your best thing doesn't mean you cannot have another thing to classify yourself to be. Bi-weekly, they give us this opportunity to come up to speak or to write or to be published. And they have made me understand the fact that I am good the way I am and giving me the perfect mentality of what an actual school should be. I think that this school has helped me in my academic life. That also taught me to contribute to my immediate environment and the world at large by working hard to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs. I remember participating in the tree planting projects to reduce global warming. We have also taken part in various projects such as reducing, reusing and recycling waste products into useful materials such as pencil cases, rakes, decorating materials, etc. In all, I can confidently say that the Ambassador School is a school to help in building a total child.
So right now, I'm a total child. I'm good spiritually, morally, academically, and even when it comes to things that don't have to do with academics, like my normal life. Here, I've learned to do things differently, and they make the environment comfortable for me to learn and to experience a good education.
As part of building a total child, we also equip the students with leadership skills. And in the course of equipping them for leadership skills, they engage in political activities. Say, for instance, during the appointment of prefects, we do it in such a way that it follows the format of a normal election. But our election does not involve rigging, carrying ballot boxes, but it also involves campaigning, try to get your own people that will elect for you, and also being able to convince both the students and the management that you are able to actually man that position you are vouching for.
We give our students and pupils responsibilities ranging from class activities to hostel activities to chapel activities and even responsibilities outside the Ambassador's premises. We engage them in lots of training, mentorship programs until we see that they are fully trained to become great leaders before they leave the Ambassador's Secondary School.
Being a member of the Ambassadors College has improved me academically. I've been able to become better than I was before. Like when I came here, I was good, but now I'm better.
The Ambassadors College has groomed me from being a regular student into the leader that I am today.
I feel like the system of leadership here is very organized because from an early stage, we are challenged to become more responsible so that when we get to senior level and even in the further stages of our lives aside from school.
At the Ambassadors College, when you become a prefect, you stand to gain a lot of different opportunities. For example, you go for various leadership trainings where you learn how to balance your academical life with your health life and also with your moral life.
The Ambassador School does not only place premium or priority on just the academic welfare or success of all students. We also place so much importance on their spiritual welfare and well-being. So, and that is why my position as a chaplain is to cater for the spiritual welfare of the students, both their spiritual and their emotional welfare, in order to ensure that we see to bringing and building up a total child. So we have various activities that we engage the students with in order to help them in their spiritual life. Some of those activities are the midweek activities, the Bible study that we hold every Tuesday by 6 p.m. That runs for like an hour. We also have a monthly fasting and prayer that we hold every month. That is also to help them in their spiritual life. We also have the Sunday service. In the chapel, the school has a chapel sectionalized department for
the spiritual welfare of the students, and we have our services. And the students, we make sure they participate. They fully participate in the chapel activities.
Personally, for me, I know that I have grown spiritually when I came into the school. And I know that when your children come, by God's grace, which has always helped each one of us, will continue to be with you.
Now, what I would commend the Ambassadors College for is that we not only have prefects, but chapel executives to coordinate Sunday services and every spiritual activity that is taking place in the school. This shows that not only academics is focused on, as our spiritual life is also very important.
At 1 o'clock across all our campuses, across all the schools, junior, senior, primary, we all pause whatever we are doing to reverence God by singing the hymn to Him. So we take it that at that moment, every activity in the Ambassador School stops, and we consider that moment we should give glory to God, who is the very essence of our being.
The management of the Ambassador Schools has designed an excellence rewarding program through its scholarship scheme, King and Queen and Tuma competitions, in partial fulfillment of our corporate social responsibility to the younger generation and the society at large.
Of course, as I work in pharmaceutical industry before for 25 years, I know that motivation is very, very important. So we try to motivate the students, we motivate the teachers, and we have to motivate even ourselves to ensure that we get the program running.
You know, there's a test we do here every 3 weeks. We call it the Kings and Queens test. This test helps us to evaluate the children's academic progress and helps the school to know the areas to come in to assist children who need help in some subject areas.
And based on this King and Queen competition, the people who are best, who got 85% and above, are called King and Queen, while the people that score 60% are said to be on probation. When you're on probation, you are denied some of your normal rights, which will be commuted into studying for you to get out of probation level.
We also have several schemes. We also have end-of-term scholarships, end-of-session scholarships for students that have performed well during the term. And any student who has done well and comes the best overall receives really watering rewards at the end of the term.
The teachers who produce them cannot be left alone. We have a lesson money that we use to encourage our teachers. Students pay some tokens to be able to run lessons, and teachers own this money and they distribute it every time. Then apart from that, we ensure that no matter how small, we have increases of the salary of our teachers every year. Then not only that, we pay the staff salaries as when due. All these are put together. Teachers are also motivated with training, travel abroad, and all the rest, depending on what they have done. So we knew that all human beings need motivation. There's nobody who doesn't need encouragement. Charles Swindoll said that everybody needs it and that everybody wants it. There's nobody who doesn't want it. As a responsible organization, we have to think of what we have to do for our CSR, corporate social responsibility. And we decided, well, since we benefited a lot from mathematics competition in secondary school, we put in place a competition for the primary school. We started some 10 years ago. And this competition has been working fine. It involves each primary school sending 3 children, the best 3 children in primary 5 and 6, to do the test.
Being a math teacher myself, I understand how math can feel for students. And you know, when we started in the first competition, we had the top students scoring around 50-something, 40-something%. And now this year we celebrated our 20th anniversary in Tuma. And I make bold to say that we had the top students this year scoring about 90-something%. So it's interesting to see how much pupils are being impacted by this competition.
It helps us discover the mathematical gifted learners in our country. It reduces the phobia for mathematics, and it helps us in many ways, like identifying the talented students.
I can also proudly say I represent my school in external examination, like the Man Math competition.
They get prizes at the end of the day, and we spread the prizes so much. There are up to 50 people get one prize or the other. The prime prize is the winner's prize, which is 500,000. while the teacher of the winner will get 200,000, and it scaled down like that. This has really helped the growth of mathematics in Ogun State and Lagos State, where we're running. Many other people in other states have been requesting it should be extended to them. We hope sometimes we'll be able to do it pan-Nigeria.
Our major milestone since inception has been nothing but outstanding, as we've garnered laurels and accolades from both within and outside the country.
We have won several laurels. We have won cowbell mathematics competitions. We have done spelling bees. We've done CBN competitions in economics.
We have so many other competitions that we've won over the years. We have the Quick Learning Mathematics Contest in Africa, where we had our students coming the second best. We also have the French drama competition held in Abuja, where our school came third position nationally. We have several ICT competitions where our school has won. We generally engage in all these competitions, and we even do internal competitions. We take essay competitions internally, mathematics competitions, art competitions, various competitions, just to strengthen our students and prepare them for the higher education schools where they'll be going to.
When we have our exam set, our exams are not set by teachers who teach them in the class. It is set by an examination body that ensure that all the syllabus and the curriculum are covered within a term. And when a child sits for this exam or test, you see that child, whatever the performance the child brings out, is a true performance of that child.
To the glory and honor of God, last year we won the Global Mathematics Competition, and our own daughter here, Faith Odusi, won. And I think she was celebrated around the world as a Nigerian, a girl, won that type of mathematics competition. So we look at that as one of the great rewards of our persistent participation in all competitions around the world.
Currently, she's preparing to travel to MIT, where she's going to be taking her undergraduate studies.
All over the world, we present our students for competitions, and they have never disappointed us. They are prepared for global competitions, and wherever we present them, they come out to the very first.
Talking about competitions, we've had a very interesting run over the years. We've had our students participating and doing well in several competitions, language competitions, French competitions, coding, robotics competitions, and all.
In Unilag, there was so much pressure from all angles. In law school, it wasn't easy. But because I already had the foundation of working under pressure, working very hard, you know, it helped. Reading every day is a good habit that every student should have. And if you want that habit, Ambassador's College is the right place for you, because you have no choice but to read. You have no choice but to excel in life.
I consider the Ambassador's College is one of the best places to be. When it comes to emotionally, my position as the head boy allows me to relate to people and impact some other people's life, making me a more stable person, and also being able to impact other people emotionally.
Take me as an example for a student. The Ambassador's College has taught me the importance of teamwork and listening to the opinions of everybody on the team.
At the Ambassador's College, you gain different things from different places, from our nurses who greet you with a smile every day at 247 to treat you if anything goes wrong with you at any time.
So be rest assured that your children will be fine. We are spiritually equipped, and I know that God will help us to bring the best out of it.
It is worthy of note that the Ambassador's College's outstanding academic performance extends beyond our dominance on Cowbellpedia Mathematics TV quiz competition, as we're currently rated among the top 8 secondary schools in Africa.
We do IGCSE in this school, which enable our children to be able to go to universities in the UK. And then we also do SAT, TOEFL, and IELTS, which make our students to be able to get to schools in Canada and to get to school in the US. Currently, we have quite a large number of students in the US studying various subjects from medicine to engineering. Today, we have our children working in Microsoft, they are working in Boeing, they are working in many engineering companies and accounting companies in America.
Just thank God for where they are now, and it's no surprise that they have achieved this much, given the qualities and the virtues that both the husband and the wife have, and the tremendous impact they've made on the school.
So it will be a good one for parents to bring their children to Ambassador because of the standard and because of their style
of teaching.
Victoria, my daughter, was the first head girl in the school. Then Bolu Tife Emmanuel, my second child, who was so dull, especially in mathematics and some other courses. And by the time they handle him, especially this Iyano, when Iyano handled him, he became wonderful. That his life was transformed completely. And he became a proud guy that, I said, don't you know that you are an ambassador? I think Ambassador School is a school that committed to students.
Milestone and achievements recorded so far.
I can hear the drum roll, feel my body explode. Gotta let the world know I'm a winner. See my name, gold, I'm a winner. Let the whole world know I'm a winner. Even when my chances grow thinner, in the end I know I'm a winner. So let the lights go up, let the crowd stand up. Can you hear the sound of a winner? Let the lights go up, let the crowd stand up. Time to take a bow, I'm a winner. Yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, I'm a winner. Yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, I'm a winner.
I'm seeing so many come and go. It ain't enough to make me give up, but it made me stronger. No way I'm gonna let this go.
Our students are encouraged to regularly partake in diverse excursion and tourism programs, both within and outside the country, to enhance their exposure and stimulate their intellectual horizon to explore their world.
Our future plan is to be able to comply with the 21st century educational system.
Without missing words and with true sense of humility, we are pacesetters and frontliner in education sector.
We are what your child needs to attain God-ordained destiny in this area of education, and this gives you self-assurances that your wishes will be met in the life of your children.
If I have my way, I'll help go to CNN to broadcast the school for everybody to bring his or her children to school, because I am a proud parent of Ambassador School.
If you want the best for your child, I will always, every time, recommend the Ambassador School, because the reputation, the antecedent speaks for itself.
Because of the vision, the school fees, we've made it so affordable to the community. Because if it can't be affordable, they won't be able to come. Then we also have package for parents. They have more than a child in the school. There are some discounts they enjoy as the number of children are increasing, in order to encourage them to pay the school fees.
For every of our existing and intending parents, be rest assured that you have made the right choice by choosing the Ambassador Schools. We promise to deliver to you a tutu child who would have delivered great skills needed to compete with his or her counterpart in the world. So with us, by the special grace of God, your child is safe and secured. So you can give your child to us and go back home, sleep, ensure your two eyes are closed, because God will definitely be with us and be with your child.
Quality education is the best legacy you can give your children. Make hay while the sun shines and secure your child's future with us at the Ambassador Schools, Ota. And we will fulfill our promise of molding a total child for you.